folks, I am here to debunk some myths about giving birth and just kind of thoroughly gross you out and have you realize that it sucks, but it's kind of worth it. We keep doing it. So first of all, everybody lies about birth. If people were honest about it, nobody would choose to give birth. And a lot of the times too, people forget what it was like to give birth because your brain tricks you into thinking that it wasn't that bad. You know, it was no big deal at all. And then so you'll have more kids. Stupid brain. Everybody knows that birth is painful, but you will experience the worst pain that you've probably ever experienced in your entire life. And if you've experienced something that's more painful than birth, then I would like to know what that is. And just when you're at that phase during labor when you think, oh my god, this is the worst, don't worry, it gets even worse. You're not done yet. There's a ghost in my house. Calm down, ghost. Calm your tits, you're fine. Okay. One thing that I really appreciated hearing was that you will come to terms with your own mortality while you're giving birth. And I thought that was kind of really beautiful. A new life is coming into this world, and as you're doing so, you will have a moment where you think, I would much rather die than continue on with this. Oh, if you're a woman who looks down on other women who decide to get epidurals or have a scheduled C-section or something, shut your mouth. First of all, usually those women have never had a child. They have very strong opinions for never having to go through labor. Or it's men saying, oh, you should have a quiet labor, no screaming. It's like, yeah, really? You don't get a say. When you shit yourself in front of your loved ones and your doctor and nurses, you're almost done. You're almost done. Shitting yourself is a good sign. The baby's down there. It's getting down. Nurses always tell you to sleep in between contractions because they want to make sure that you don't lose all of your energy. It takes a lot of effort to deliver a baby. So they say sleep in between contractions. I do not know a single person who can fall asleep in 20 seconds. I was having a contraction every minute for a minute. So I would have a minute off and then have another contraction that would last a minute, and then I'd have a minute off, and then keep going and going and going for 16 hours like that. Well, I can't fall asleep in that 1 minute time frame and get a decent amount of sleep. I can't hit my REM cycle in 1 minute. So no, nurses, I will not be sleeping. When you finally get the head out and the rest just kind of slides out, you will feel the biggest release in your entire life. I would almost have another baby just to feel that feeling again. If you're a very modest person, you will probably still end up becoming a nudist in the hospital because you were laying there, everything stretched open. You don't give a shit who sees you because you just want that baby out. You're getting checked every hour. Doctors just coming in. You don't care what's going on. You're just like, huh? What? You need my legs open? Great. And then afterwards, they're checking stuff down there, and you know, you got a nurse like pinching your nipples, trying to get your milk to come, and you're supposed to have your baby just on your bare skin. You will just be naked all the time. And then for the couple weeks afterwards as well, because you're trying to figure out breastfeeding. And so it's much easier to breastfeed if you just never have a bra or a top on. After you've delivered your baby, you will still have contractions. They don't stop because now you have to deliver the placenta, which basically just looks like a shopping bag, like a plastic bag with a crap ton of blood and guts in it. It's gross. Oh, and the cord, it's hard to cut the cord. That thing is really gummy and gross. And after you've delivered everything, the baby and the placenta, your doctor or nurses will then push on your uterus so hard. They push so hard trying to get any remaining pieces of the placenta out that may have not come out with the whole big bag, and trying to get blood clots out of you, and it is so painful. So you have the baby in the delivery room, and before you're allowed to leave the delivery room to go just to a regular like recovery hospital room, you have to pee. They will not let you leave the room until you pee. And it's really hard to pee after everything has just exploded down there. Oh, and then for the next 24 hours while you're at the hospital, you have to measure your pee. They give you this little, looks like a cowboy hat, and you put it under the lid of the toilet and you pee into it. And then you have to measure your pee and report back to the nurses how many centimeters or inches you peed. And you're not allowed to leave the hospital until you've taken a shit. And taking a poop after giving birth is terrifying. It's so scary. It's so scary. One of the best parts about being pregnant is that you don't get your period for almost a year. You don't have to worry about that. It's amazing. But then your body's like, joke's on you, because after you have a baby, you bleed nonstop for usually at least 6 weeks. I bought adult diapers just to wear those because I was like, it's just too much. It's too much. Good thing most babies are cute, because if they weren't cute, my God, we would never choose to go through this. It's pure hell. Well, I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a good day. And that's it. The ghost has calmed down. My babies are sleeping. It's a good day. Toodaloo. That being said, I'm not having any more babies.